Yo, welcome back, YouTube! What do we do today?
Back, YouTube. We went 3-1 today, 4-0 yesterday with Lost Box GLC. Homebrew, been playing this for 3 years. This is my build, didn't copy it from nobody. It's going to be a little different than what y'all are used to. So obviously, we're playing Lost Box, so we need the comfy.
I need to reevaluate.
But the next thing that you might not expect is we're playing Mysterious Tale of Mew. This is actually huge. The entire deck is pivoted around these two cards moving around to get you set up. You can play the other Mew, but you're bad. I agree.
You're bad.
For attackers, obviously we got Sableye.
TJ Cream.
We got Uxie for early game. Got Mimikyu for mid game. Blacephalon for late game. You got to make these 4 attackers get you through the entire game. Hope they don't have Lost City. If they have Lost City, you got to path very well. Still winnable. I will say my only loss was against the guy who played Lost City, and I was trying to path around it the whole game, and he was playing Turbo Dragon. Bad matchup, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, Lost Box, 1-1 Shuppet, or 1-1 Banette. We play the Blessed Shuppet because 1, the art is better. 2, it wins against stall matchups. It can stall matchups, and really just the art's better. That's the main reason. 1-1 Meowstic. This is very huge in this deck. This is basically what makes this deck works. You'll actually prioritize getting the Meowstic over the Banette most games. This can get you Lieutenant Surge Colress, or Colress Teammates, or Teammates Gladion, or Lieutenant Surge Gladion for Colress. So this is basically, you set up with your Uxie, you let them take the first prize, you Meowstic, you go off. All right, the other thing that's unusual here is I play a 1-1 Musharna. You already put half your deck into the Lost Zone, so you can't afford to discard more cards. Great combo with the Comfy. You can top check 2, take 1, put the one that you know that you don't want on top of the deck, and then Comfy that into the Lost Zone so you can control what's in your Lost Zone a little bit better. Also, underrated card, almost arguably the best card in the deck. Won me a game single-handedly today. They flipped 3 tails off the long distance hypnosis. And that essentially won me the game single-handedly. So honestly, broken 1-1 combo here.
Unfortunately, it's limited to 1.
Unfortunately, limited to 1. All right, and then lastly, we got Mewtwo Mind Report to loop supporters again. Again, you can Mind Report, put a supporter on top, and then Musharna it or Comfey it. It's just another way to recur supporters. It's a very supporter-heavy list. And then our boy Mr. Mime, because we're not playing Bench Barrier Mew. You need this so you don't lose to shit. Although, hopefully, you don't get Silent Labbed or Hex Maniacs, which also happened today against the guy that I lost. Turbo Dragon, bonkers, good, whatever. Okay. Colress Experiment. Do you need to get set up? Honestly, you need the amazing card. Also, your main draw support in the deck. Arven is Colress Experiment at home. It can grab Blender. It can grab Vacuum. Cynthia Caitlin is just Colress Experiment again. Also, you can grab Lucamine with this to potentially loop, especially against lower matchups. We then got Iona or N. You honestly don't need both. One of these can get Lost Zoned every time, but we play 2 because you need 1. Teammates, amazing card. Obviously, you need to go behind for this to be most effective. They take a prize. You grab either stuff to get you to 10, or you grab a way to recur your Sableye. Honestly, huge, very huge. Guzma, obviously, with the Red X. If you're not playing the Red X Guzma, you're bad. This goes without saying. If you need me to explain why you're playing Guzma on a GLC deck, you literally should uninstall your Windows so you can't boot into Cardboard Warriors ever again.
That's crazy.
Tulip. She's your main gal. Definitely got some queer undertones here with the art. You need this to recur. You only have the 4 attackers. You got to recur Sableye over and over again. So sometimes you're going to be Cynthia Caitlining for Tulip or Lucamining for Tulip, or you're grabbing Tulip off of a Banat. Huge card. All right, and then here we go. Unusual stuff now.
The spice.
The spice supporters. So Hex Maniac, honestly, not that spicy. This would be like a 1. Or, you know, like when you hear there's that white person and you say that it's mild, but then they tell you it's spicy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hex Maniac turns off supporters, or turns off abilities in between turns, which is massive. It allows you to leave a support Pokemon open for a turn, kill the attacker, and then they can't use the support Pokemon the following turn, and then you kill it. All right. They're playing Pokemon Go over there. Well, they're attempting to play Pokemon Go.
I'm bad.
If you can't log into Pokemon Go, you can play Gladion to grab your account from the process.
Get your account out of the prizes.
A lot of people don't play this, but this is searchable. This is searchable with inviting ears. So if you prize Colress Experiment, you can Lieutenant Surge, Gladion for Colress Experiment. Honestly, huge. Also, if you prize your Banette, Gladion for Banette, unironically, very strong. Otherwise, you can put this bad boy in the Lost Zone. He's just there, just in case, you know, like a condom.
That's crazy.
Faba, amazing card. It is unironically super amazing, and if you're not playing this card, you really need to reconsider your life choices. If they play Colress, if they play Recycle Energy or U-Turn Board, you can get rid of it for the rest of the game. It gets rid of Mist Energy, it gets rid of Wash Energy, which otherwise completely destroys your deck. It gets rid of Metal Goggles, same thing. It gets rid of, there's a card that does the same thing as Metal Goggles, and I forget what it's called. You can get rid of that. But the underrated portion of this card, let's say you're at 9, you can put a tool or supporter or tool or special energy from your opponent's side into the Lost Zone, but you can also put your own stadium in the Lost Zone to go from 9 to 10, grab that Sableye secret attack, and then the Lucamine, we're playing this art because I only have one of the other art, so that's in the binder right now. So honestly, I'm kind of bad for playing this one instead of the other one. But again, huge. Lieutenant Surge, Lucamine for Colress. Lieutenant Surge, Cynthia Caitlin for Lucamine. Lucamine also gets you your stadiums back, which in this case really only Dimension Valley, but that can be really big in certain matchups. Did it in my round 8 today. Onto the items. Lost Blender, Lost Vacuum, amazing cards. You're honestly usually Lost Vacuum your own shit. You got Faba for everybody else's shit. If you can get to 10 without it, it's a good way to get rid of another tool, but it doesn't get rid of special energies. Then we got our setup, Pokegear, Trainer's Mail. This is just basically, I need to find my Colress Experiment, and this isn't Colress Experiment. That's basically what these cards are. If you have Colress Experiment, you don't need these cards anymore. They can go to the Lost Zone. Send them to the Nether Realm.
Bye-bye.
Send them to the farm.
Send them to the farm.
All right, balls. You got Nest Ball, Level Ball, Quick Ball, Hisuian Heavy Ball, no Ball Guy. We don't play Ultra Ball. We only play one thing with 3 retreats, so you don't need Heavy Ball. And you got Ball at Home, Fog Crystal, which is honestly ball shaped, so might as well just be a ball. And then you got the best ball in the game, the Buddy Buddy Poffin, which is just 2 footballs.
2 footballs.
Best card in the deck. This is normally going to be your Arvin target or your teammate's target or whatever. This is what you're trying to get off of Mew most of the time. You're going to get Mew into the active, Buddy Buddy Poffin, grab your Shuppet and your Inviting Ears guy, and then you're ready to go. Then for evolutions, you got the two things. Got Evolution Incense and Mysterious Treasure. Obviously, Mysterious Treasure can grab anything. Evolution Incense can grab any of your evolutions. We play 3 evolutions, and notably Level Ball only grabs one of them, and that's Inviting Ears. The other 2 are only searchable by Evolution Incense and Mysterious Treasure, so keep that in mind. Musharna is definitely 3rd priority. I would say Inviting Ears, Puppet Offering, and then Forewarn is the priority there. 1, 2, 3. Recursion. Got Rescue Stretcher. We got Rescue Carrier, which can get you 2 guys. This can get you 3 guys later, or 1 guy right now. And Night Stretcher, which is usually grabbing, funnily enough, an energy. We don't play a lot of energies in this deck, so you're usually actually grabbing an energy with this, but it's pretty flexible. Great card, fantastic card. I know you're gonna flame me for my 2 Rev Hollows, 3 Rev Hollows, but these are actually max rarity. So still max rarity, fuck you too.
Anyway,
Versus Seeker goes without saying, same argument as before. If you need me to explain to you why you're playing this card, you're bad. All right, then we got our switch cards. Switch card, Escape Rope. Obviously,
switch.
Escape Rope, amazing card, can put your opponent into a situation where they have to promote something that they don't want. But the best switch card in this deck doesn't say switch in the name. It's Scoop of Net. You can Inviting Ears twice. You can Comfy twice. You can Mew twice. You can get out of active. You can Mewtwo Mind Report twice. One of the best cards in the deck. Fantastic. Extremely versatile. I love Scoop Up Net. You should be playing Scoop Up Net in your deck, even if you think you shouldn't be, most of the time. Moving on for late game, got Counter Catcher to bring a guy up, and Reset Stamp to have another option to hand disrupt. These are very good, but again, these are cards that can go into the Lost Zone if you manage your resources properly. So if you're Gabe, you actually have to keep these because he won't manage his resources properly.
Correct. I'm bad.
Tools. Floatstone U-turn board. This is normally what you're grabbing off your Arvin. One of these is usually making it into the Lost Zone. Obviously, you'd rather put Floatstone in the Lost Zone instead of U-turn board. Shut the fuck up, guy.
Oh, damn.
And then you got Spell Tag. A really good card. It helps you with your math. You're generally putting it on stuff that you can't put damage on, like Snorlax, or you're trying to get something into range. So, like, for example, it has 160 HP. You're going to Spell Tag, put 40 on it. Or you can take a knockout on a guy. Earlier today, I put I Spell Tagged 3 onto a Gabite. What's up? We're doing my deck profile because we went 3-1 today, 4-0 yesterday. It's okay, Mr. O'Brien. You can always disrupt our video. But this fixes your math. Most of the time, your opponent's gonna Field Blower it, and that feels a little bad. But then they had to at least play Field Blower, I guess. Stadiums, Dimension Valley, one of the best stadiums ever printed. And Artizone, get in the zone.
Artizone.
This used to be Beach Court, but I found that I was having trouble setting up. So Artizone's actually super good. It's also really good at grabbing your Sableye late game, funnily enough. It's mostly a stadium dock, something to set up. And the downside is your opponent gets Pokemon, which means you can lost mine more shit. So that's actually a win. If they use the Artizone, they're bad. Moving on to energies, gotta maintain your energies very well. We got 3 basics. We got Secret, Sun and Moon. It doesn't say energy on it more than once, so therefore it is correct.
Optimal.
We also got Rich Energy with Espeon on it. And then we got a Gen 3 Energy. Believe this one is Sandstorm, right? Is that correct? Or is this Holland Phantoms?
That's Holland Phantoms.
All right, Holland Phantoms. We're good at the game. Then we got Horror Energy, Mystery Energy. This allows you to retreat for free. This allows you to do 2 damage to the active. Huge thing against Wailord is that these count as special energies, so you can just copy their attack, and now you have a special energy. Now you're a Wailord too, which is really cool. Another thing that allows you to be Wailord is this card called Counter Energy, which can just be anything that can help you Blacephalon, that can help you Blacephalon, and that can help like mimic you. The other play that you can do, which I've only done one time, is if you have Dimension Value out, you can Ear Kinesis their ass, 20 damage, 20x, so that can kill like a Wailord with some damage counters on it. I don't know if I forgot to present the Lieutenant Surge, but here's the Lieutenant Surge, Lynchpin of the deck.
Max rarity.
This card, max rarity. There's not even a Japanese full art, which is so depressing. This is actually just max rarity, just full stop, in any language.
Rich.
It's like a $3 card. And if this card got banned, this build would honestly not be optimal anymore, and you'd probably have to switch to the Pokestop list. But the Pokestop list takes negative brain cells, and this list takes a lot of brain cells, so therefore I like it more. And honestly, that's all I got for you. It's max rarity. I've been playing this deck for 3 years. Don't at me. Find me on Cardboard Warriors. I got this extremely queer undertones deck box that's also super expensive. And I play Cynthia Caitlin, and it's got a Muna on it, and it's got a Mushrana on it. So it's optimal and era appropriate for 2022 because this deck box came out in 2019. So fuck you guys too. I'm out.